back in. Come on, can y'all please let the God back in? Please let the homie back in. Will, if you out here begging, stop, man. Don't beg, don't beg. Ain't no need to beg, man. We know you want back in, especially coming off of the success of Bad Boys 4, but ain't no need to beg, bro. Ain't no need to beg. This coming from Yahoo. It's coming from Yahoo Entertainment, man. It says Will Smith out here begging. Don't be begging, homie. Ain't no need to beg. Because Will Smith begs Oscar bosses to let him back into the academy after a 10-year ban for the Chris Rock slap. Since Will Smith has big on his hands with the comeback movie Bad Boys 4, which he's hoping will win him a reprieve with the Oscar bosses and see his 10-year ban for slapping Chris Rock in 2022 cut early. So he's trying to get that joint cut early, right? Since Will defenders are always reminding people that with respect to the slap, Will did apologize and in no uncertain terms, but more importantly, Will is selling tickets and putting butts in seats at a time when the whole business is struggling. Will out here winning for y'all, Oscars, Academy. Will is out here single-handedly putting butts in seats. That's what he's out here doing. So this counts for a lot. Just ask Will's old pal, Tom Cruise. Nobody was bringing up Scientology when Tom was filling cinemas week after week 2 years ago with Top Gun Maverick. Will is a sinner, but sinners can be forgiven, and he's driving a lot of business right now. Against all odds, this insider continues. But what's standing in his way, they say? Well, there's still a lot of people in the academy who think he should have been arrested for what he did. They wanted to put the chains on Will. They wanted to lock him up, put them bracelets on Will. So the big change to some is that the fans have spoken, though. And we know when the fans speak, let me roll that back. Let me roll that back. But normally when the fans speak, things change. Right? That's huge. And Will is using this as his rocket fuel to get back into the good graces of the academy, which is more black members than ever before, the source explains. Since the I Am Legend star, who is now 55, infamously stormed on stage back in the 94th Academy Awards back in March 27th of 2022 and slapped all the living hell out of Chris Rock for making a joke about bald-headed Jada. Now we know Jada's 52 and she suffers from alopecia, right? But Chris Rock came out there making them jokes about her. Will Smith said, "Keep my wife's name out your mother effing mouth. Don't be talking about my old lady like that, cuz. What you doing? Not while I'm here." Now, we all know that incident ruined one of the biggest nights in Will Smith's history, possibly one of the biggest nights in a black producer's history with Will Packer, who produced that Academy Awards. Will did go on to win Best Actor for King Richard, which he was great in. And in his tearful accepting speech, he did not mention the slap from earlier. He didn't come out there and say, "Look, Chris, my bad, dog. I got a little emotional. I shouldn't have slapped." Maybe he should have. Maybe he should have came out there and said, "Chris, my bad, bro. Let me dedicate this win to Chris. Chris, I'm sorry. I'm a little, it's Jada, man. What can I say, bro?" Right? He should have said something like, "Hey, look, it's Jada, man. My bad. My bad." Now they say another obstacle is that Chris Rock is rightfully still very upset about the incident. Because he is beloved by the Academy. Chris Rock has hosted the Academy on numerous occasions, if I remember correctly. You know what I'm saying? Since the moment everybody's waiting for is for Chris and Will to publicly and genuinely bury the hatchet. And that's going to give the Academy the confidence to revisit the decision of the ban. Maybe slice some time off. Will that happen? I don't know. We know that he resigned from the Academy April 1st of 2022, saying he would accept whatever consequences came his way, along with an apology to Chris and others who were affected. Big boy shit, big man shit, manned up, owned up to the consequences is given, right? He said, the list of those I have hurt is long and it includes Chris, his family, and many of my dear friends and loved ones, all those in attendance and global audiences at home, Smith wrote. I betrayed the trusted academy. I deprived other nominees and winners of their opportunity to celebrate and to be celebrated for the extraordinary work. I am heartbroken. He says, I want to put the focus back on those who deserve attention for their achievements and allow the academy to get back to the incredible work it does to support the creativity and artistry of film. All in all, they gave my man a 10-year punishment, which he took on the chin, or he's taking it on the chin. Cool. But what y'all think? Do you think he should come back begging? Do you think he should do you think he should even be worried about coming back to the academy? Like right now, we know he's coming off of Bad Boys 4. He's hot. He's getting back hot. I'm hearing rumblings of another Men in Black. He's got some other films lined up. You know, I Am Legend 2, things of that nature. Will is still hot. He's still a viable force out here in these Hollywood streets. But do you think he should be begging? That's my question to y'all. Do you think he should be begging to get back in the academy? Or should he just let things play its course? Maybe they come to him. Hey, Will, man, this movie over here, you did extraordinary. Would be honored. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they do something on the low. Maybe him and Chris should bury the hatchet. Maybe they should have a sit down. Chris, Will, Jada, Red Table Talk, sit down, get things cracking, bury the hatchet. What y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments down below, man. Y'all let me know in the comments down below. Now, next up, let's talk about this Gladiator 2. You know, the trailer dropped. I'm not necessarily gonna break down the trailer, but I want to just have a conversation about Gladiator 2. You know, just have a conversation about Gladiator 2. Some articles, you know, that I read or whatever. So if y'all haven't seen it yet, you know, shame on y'all if you haven't seen it. But so Gladiator 2, the trailer dropped, as we know, but there's been some crazy things going on. It's getting review bombed, you know what I'm saying? But it also ranks amongst Paramount's most viewed trailers. So I want to start there. You know what I'm saying? Because Gladiator 2, the trailer ranks amongst Paramount's most viewed at 180 million plus. Now that's big. That's big. Paramount is going through a major shift right now, being bought by Sundance or whatever. It's an acquisition going on within them. You know what I'm saying? It says a lot of people around the world, they watched the official trailer, Gladiator 2, in its first 24 hours. It dropped Tuesday, so much of that it was outstripped the debut trailer traffic of the studio's own Top Gun Maverick. So it did even better than Top Gun Maverick. If y'all remember, Top Gun Maverick did a 3-day U.S. box office opening of 126.7 million. 3 days U.S. box office open. So this could be a good sign for Gladiator 2. Top Gun Maverick, Gladiator 2, a lot of nostalgia in both films, right? This sequel is from 2000, or it's a sequel of the 2000 Ridley Scott directed Gladiator, and it has been viewed by 128 million around the world across all social platforms, including Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and the artist formerly known as Twitter, aka X, in its first 24 hours. Top Gun Maverick generated 75 million views during the same time span. Now, I don't know are we equating views towards actual butts and seats? I don't know. That I don't know. Will it generate the same box office magic that Top Gun Maverick did? I don't know. Since in the U.S., Gladiator 2 reached the peak of #1 on X and ranked #2 on Google's U.S. daily search trend in the last 24-hour mark. So it continues to trend on YouTube even days after its launch. like I said, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just trying to add context to the next article that I'm going to bring up. Current views for the trailer Gladiator 2 opens, which opens in theaters on Friday, November 22nd, are at 180 million, with the 48-hour traffic standard at 177 million views. So people are watching this trailer. People are intrigued by this movie. They're intrigued by it. Last week, Universal moved this big film event movie Wicked, based on the Broadway musical, to the same release date of Gladiator 2. Now, are those two things gonna clash? Is Wicked based on the Broadway musical, which was based on Wizard of Oz, or different telling, a different side? Is it gonna clash with Gladiator 2? Now, they say that this was done so Wicked could get the leg up before Disney's Moana 2 drops, which opens the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. But people are trying to put, maybe we can have a Barbenheimer situation. Wicked, Gladiator, I don't know what they'll come with to try to combine the two. You know, you had Barbie and you had Oppenheimer, but they're trying to say maybe we can have another Oppenheimer, Barbenheimer situation going on with Wicked and Gladiator 2. You know, the hope is Paramount, Universal, both male and female moviegoers will find themselves both converging at the movies together over the weekend. Could make for an interesting box office weekend, right? Say Gladiator 2's star Paul Mescal told EW about the potential box office bonanza weekend. He deemed it Wick Theater. I don't like that, Wick Theater. Says it doesn't really roll off the tongue. He says, I think my preference would probably be Glicked, if it has a similar effect of what it did with Barbenheimer. Do y'all like Glicked? Wicked Deheimer? I mean, Wicked Dictator? I don't know. I think if they come up, maybe if they can come up with something smooth to mash these together, it might actually work. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It might actually work. She could work out. Could work out. So that's the context I wanted to add on that. Seems like it's a lot of positivity in that, with what, you know what I'm saying, with what we just went over. Now let's go to the opposite side. Let's go to the opposite side. Say the Gladiator 2 trailer is getting review bombed. And for these three reasons, this comes from the Hollywood Reporter, THR. So the action-packed trailer for Paramount's Gladiator 2 has racked up 215 million global cross-platform views in just a few days, and suggests Ridley Scott might have pulled off his long-awaited sequel to his Oscar-winning 2000 epic. He might got him one, y'all. So the new film is led by Paul Mescal as a grown-up Lucius and stars Pedro Pascal and Denzel Washington in what looks to be a rousing spectacle. We know Pedro Pascal, it's not a movie that he has not been in recent times. And we know what Academy Award winning Denzel Washington does when he's on the screen. The great Denzel Washington. But there seems to be a cohort of fans who claim that they're not entertained. Are you entertained? Huh? While Paramount's official trailer on YouTube ranks as one of the studio's most watched, we already went over that, right? Wading into the comments in the video on X, there seems to be three reasons for backlash, and two are specific to the way the trailer was put together and seemingly not reflective of overall feelings of the film. First, the trailer clocking in at over 3 minutes of being criticized for seemingly giving away too much. They saying this trailer gives away too much. Audiences tend to dislike this, understandably. Cool. If it gives away too much, why do I need to go see it if I already know what's going on, right? For the most part. The second reason is that the trailer uses Kanye West's and Jay-Z's No Church for the Wild. What? They saying, why have rap music in a movie about the Roman Empire? They say part of the original Gladiator's appeal is that it had the unabashed classical, a throwback sandal and toga epics like Ben-Hur and Spartacus, had a beloved soundtrack by Hans Zimmer himself, whose anthem, The Battle, is one of the best action anthems ever written. Hans Zimmer. But they got Kanye West and Jay-Z's No Church in the Wild as the backdrop for this Gladiator, Roman, epic, toga and sandal, swords, and rap music. What? No. No. Now, it's hard to imagine such contemporary music being used during the film's ancient Rome sequences. This is just a trailer. You got to understand, this is just a trailer, man. It's just a trailer. Now, perhaps the critics should just chill out. Y'all chill out, man. Y'all know y'all jammed to that No Church in a While. It's got the lyric in there, blood stains on the Coliseum doors. They say all that. Put you in the mind frame we hear. Come on now. But let's get to the third reason, right? Because that was a little iffy. Let's get to this third reason. They are mad at Mr. Denzel Washington, Academy Award winner, great, who plays Marcrinus, who's described as a cruel power broker who keeps a stable of gladiators. Now, if y'all have seen this trailer, which I have playing here, Denzel seems to be just killing the role, right? Having fun. Seems like he's having fun. But some people are complaining about his accent still being too thick. His New York accent being too thick. Now, we all know you don't change. I don't care what you do. You don't change Denzel's voice. It's iconic. It's iconic. Comedians mimic his voice. They make jokes around it. It's iconic. You don't have him adopt a British accent. And then, why is there a British accent in Rome anyway? British accents don't make sense in ancient Rome. But it seems like anytime there's an ancient Roman or medieval, just anything ancient, they adopt British accents. Why? This is Rome. Shouldn't they have like an Italian accent? But they always traditionally have British accents. I don't know. For that time period, why? Why during that time period, it's always a British accent? And we know Rome conquered a lot, but it was different. Rome is a smorgasbord. I know y'all like that word, of different cultures and ethnicities. A Greek accent, an Italian accent, Arabic accents, Moroccan, North, you know what I'm saying? Just Mediterranean in general. Right? Why British? Why British? Just a thought. Just a thought. Now it gets ugly too. This is where it gets a little ugly. So some of the comments ridiculing the idea of Washington in the film have been racist. We knew that word was gonna come up. We knew racist was gonna happen. You couldn't just be mad at his voice. Oh, he's got the New York accent. That's not a bad gripe. Hey, look, man, he got this New York voice. I just really can't get in the mood of hearing him have this New York voice, this New York accent. And I really can't get into that. But we really know what you're saying. We really know. Some of the comments ridiculing him have been racist. When you combine with people complaining about the rap song, You know what I'm saying? You complaining about the rap song. I've seen people complain about having black people in ancient Rome being in certain positions of power. I need y'all to go do y'all history. Do your Googles on ancient Rome. And understand that black people is everywhere. Especially back then. So if you upset about Denzel wandering around ancient Rome, a person who looks like Denzel wandering around ancient Rome, it makes no sense. Makes no sense. And if you mad about that, guess what? Denzel will be starring in another Rome era movie directed by the homie Antoine Fuqua. Hannibal, who was black, by the way. So you just gonna have to keep getting mad. You're gonna be mad. But we knew it was. We knew y'all was doing the whole racist thing. We knew that was coming. That's always the snick. The stick. What's the word? Anyway, that's always the gimmick. That's always the gimmick, right? You can't just have objective gripes, real gripes. It's always going back to just a black man in this or a black woman in that. I need y'all to get outside and see black folks is all over the world, baby. Been here. We've been here. Been here. We got to get over that, man. We got to get over seeing black faces on the big screen. In a wrong, and you know what I'm saying, in period movies. We got to get over that. That's not a slave movie. Y'all act like black folks just showed up during slavery. Black folks is in every facet of culture. Viking culture, Roman culture, Asian culture, African culture, Polynesian culture. Ain't no place what we ain't touching. We touch it all, baby. We touch it all. So just stop. Be objective. If you don't like the movie, be objective about the movie. Be objective. Have real gripes. Real gripes. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it being review bombed. And I'm tired of these review bombs, man. Tired of hearing about things being review bombed. Because now it seems like, is it real gripe? How do you, they need to come up with a system how you can determine what's a real gripe and what's not. So it's got to meet certain criteria in order for you to be able to review. If you're reviewing it about color of somebody's skin or something like that, this review don't count. If it's not something based on the actual substance of the trailer or substance of the movie, get it out of here. That's how I feel anyway. Y'all got to come up with something. Got to come up with something. So, y'all let me know in the comments down below what y'all think. Hell, let me know what y'all think about the trailer. Did you like the trailer? Are you mad? Some of these gripes that they say, do y'all feel the same way? The rap music? Y'all feel about Denzel's thick New York accent in the Roman time? Because I think that's a decent gripe. It don't bother me, but I think that's a decent gripe. Y'all let me know down in the comments below what y'all think. All right. A lot of people wanted me to do this. I really didn't want to really talk about it, but I guess I'm going to talk. Guess I'm gonna talk about it. Captain America, Brave New World, as I call it, Black America. Black America, Brave New World. Right. Where do I start? How do I get into this? Marvel, MCU. Y'all know how I feel about the MCU. You already know how I feel about the MCU. But ain't gonna lie. Not gonna lie, this trailer wasn't a bad trailer. It wasn't bad. I got a little intrigued. Little intrigued wasn't bad. My thing is with Marvel is they've wasted a lot of time in the multiverse, which discombobulates a lot of people when it comes to what's going on or what's not. Give me a good linear story that can either connect or doesn't necessarily have to connect. And watching this trailer, this doesn't necessarily have to connect. Standalone, damn near. Reminiscent of Winter Soldier or something of that. So I'll give it that props. Now, they released it later than what they originally said. I think it was like a day later or something, which is cool. This is the first teaser. You know, not too many big reveals. There's some stuff that we made, you know what I'm saying, that we already knew for the most part. You know, had Red Hulk in the end, which was cool, Sam Wilson is Black America, finally getting the screen time he deserves, I guess, for the most part. Finally getting that, you know what I'm saying, that he even had it with Tom Holland said, you can't talk to me until you get your own film. Anthony Mackie's finally getting his own film. We know he was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now he's Captain America. He's getting an actual motion picture. Salute to him. I'm always going to salute, you know what I'm saying, the brothers being showcased. No matter how much I think is whack or whatever, I'm always going to give them their props. Anthony Mackie is well deserving of being a top or you know what I'm saying, finding his footing and being top billing on a movie. So I will say that. I don't like, you know, Sam as Captain America. That's my personal preference. I didn't like it in the comics. I think him as Falcon fares better. It's his because now it's his story. You know what I'm saying? To me, with this is him stepping into somebody who is traditionally white and stepping into their story and trying to continue their story and getting rid of his legacy as Falcon. Some would say no, he's adding to his legacy as Falcon, and now he's combined. You know, this just me. That's my personal sauce on it, you know. But it starts off him, General Ross. They make the little joke, you know what I'm saying, about basically transitioning a recast. I got a video about the recast and how easy they made it seem in this movie to just recast. They made it real easy to recast. So I want to salute them on that, but I also want to give a big FU to that because it should have been done with the King of Wakanda also, just that easy. But back to the breaking down the trade. So they talk about maybe possibly making Captain America back into a government sanctioned position. You know what I'm saying? An official military position. I think this is the precursor for getting a new Avengers back online, making the Avengers a government position. You know what I'm saying? Part of the actual government, whether it's through S.H.I.E.L.D. or just through something else, the Avengers Initiative, whatever you want to call it. Um, because according to the CinemaCon footage, if y'all saw that, you know what I'm saying, or read about that, it would involve government sanctioned superheroes. And I think that's the route you know what I'm saying? We saw that kind of with Falcon and the Winter Soldier when they got US Agent, you know what I'm saying, to come in and try to take over for Captain America. And I think that's what they want to do, trying to replicate the super soldier serum, that whole program, bringing it to life, trying to make that a military position or you know what I'm saying, a weapon there have you to show that, hey, America has superheroes, right? Isaiah Bradley in the trailer seems to get brainwashed. From what we understand, the villain of the whole thing is the leader, and that's a callback to the Incredible Hulk, which was the second film of the MCU. You know what I'm saying? We see at the end the leader, Banner's blood dripping into the leader's cuts on his head grows. So it seems like the leader is mind controlling or doing something to Isaiah Bradley, which makes him attack the president. An assassination attempt on the president of, President Ross, Thunderbolt Ross now. Sabra's in the film also. There was some controversy about her being in the film with what's going on in Gaza. Should they keep it? Should they take it out? Me personally, I think they could have went with Misty Knight. This would have been another way to get maybe a black female in it. I know what y'all gonna. It's an ensemble film, but I'm just saying, if Sabra is causing some type of negative discourse, I think she could have easily been replaced with Misty Knight. Misty Knight and Sam do have a relationship in the comics. You know what I'm saying? It would kind of make sense to try to slide that in there. It would have been a good way, a goodwill effort also, But Sabra, to my understanding, she will be a mutant in this, but she's also been kind of rewritten to be a Black Widow, right? A former Black Widow, but she will still be a mutant, from my understanding. Somebody who's always, but I don't think they're going to call her a mutant. I think she's just going to be a person who's always had her powers, right? I think they're still staying away from mutant. I think they are. Could be wrong. They might come out and say it. It might be a whole thing about mutants in this. Maybe, I don't know. We also get a shot of Giancarlo Esposito. His role is still a mysterious role. They're speculating that he is GW Bridge, right? I'm looking at him as his role as kind of like the new Nick Fury. He might be brought in by the president to bring Sam in line or to stop him from going against whatever Ross wants him to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm still looking at him because I don't think that you bring Giancarlo Esposito in for one and done. So I'm looking at him. Maybe he is the next or the new Nick Fury. And also I'm saying that with the speculation of him being GW Bridge, if he's GW Bridge, it would make sense. GW Bridge is also mutant adjacent. He's not a mutant. And what I mean by mutant adjacent is he's worked with mutants in the past. He was a member of the Six Pack, which was led by Cable, X-Men's Cable. So he is, part of that X-Men world, but he also is a SHIELD agent. You know what I'm saying? So GW Bridge is also a SHIELD agent. So it would make sense to kind of mix and mash the two together to make that happen. I think that would be cool if he is playing GW Bridge. Now, we don't know. He's come out and said nobody has guessed who he is yet. That was news to me. And I'm like, I thought they already confirmed he was GW Bridge, but I guess not. Guess he ain't GW Bridge, right? Tiamat Island seems to be in this. We see a Sam flying through like Tiamat Island. Tiamat Island, the rumor has it is Tiamat is going to be where they get adamantium from. I find it I don't like that per se, that Tiamat Island is where adamantium comes from, because I like how adamantium was kind of accidentally found. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Vibranium is natural. Adamantium is not natural. It's accidentally found. I like that the government, you know what I'm saying? Like the government trying to replicate. We can't get vibranium, right? We can. So what can we do? The next best thing we can do is make a bootleg vibranium, right? We try to make vibranium on our own. How can we replicate vibranium? So we do that and end up making something that's on par, if not better than vibranium. Two, you know what I'm saying? Two ends of the same sword, so to speak, right? Vibranium on this side and adamantium on the other side. Pick your metal. Which metal do you want? I think it would be better if they did it like that. That's just me. I like the way they do how the comics did it with vibranium. Even though vibranium also has a convoluted history in the comics, I still think that way would be better served other than Tiamat Island. Because if this metal is adamantium, then how do you mine adamantium? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you mine it? But I'm not a geologist. I don't know. I don't know. Then, at the end, we get the Red Hulk. Everybody's been waiting on Red Hulk. Thunderbolt Ross is Red Hulk. I don't really know too much to say about that either. Some people said it hasn't been confirmed that it's Thunderbolt Ross, but come on, man, it's Thunderbolt Ross, right? And this goes back once again to Incredible Hulk and William Hurt's Thunderbolt Ross, and that how he is just, he's so enamored by the Hulk. And if you know from the comics, you know what I'm saying, what happened in that, maybe they do that storyline, maybe they don't, but it's good to see a real Hulk. For some reason, they won't give us the Green Goliath. They got to give us everybody else but a proper Green Goliath. One day we'll get it. We'll get him one day. The Jade Giant. One day we'll get it. You know what I mean? But it's good to see that they are doing the Red Hulk. Like I said, to wrap it up, I thought this trailer was pretty good. It's a good trailer. I'm intrigued. I know I have talked shit about it. It didn't make me change my position on this movie. I still don't think this movie will be Marvel. You know what I'm saying? The savior that Marvel wants it to be. A lot of people are saying that Deadpool and Wolverine is Marvel's savior. I'm on record already saying that Deadpool and Wolverine works parallel to me to the MCU. It's not I don't look at Deadpool and Wolverine as the MCU film, because it was going to do what it's going to do regardless. They didn't need the MCU needed them. That's how I look at it. This is the real test right here. This is the real test. This will be the real make or break moment for the MCU going forward. Right? Will a proper MCU movie do what it should do in the box office? The budget has ballooned to, I think, like 300 million or something like that. So it's going to have to do 800 to 900 million. Somewhere around there, right? It's got to at least put up those numbers. If it don't do that, what are we looking at? Where do we go from here? Is my question. My question is, me as a person who's been looking at the MCU the way I've been looking at it and been trying to tell people that they need to cut down on these budgets. If it doesn't do what it's supposed to do to make its money back and to be a success, where do we go from here? Where do we go? Is the MCU dead now? Where do we go? That's all I want to know. That's all I want. Y'all let me know in the comments down below. What did y'all think about Captain America Brave New World, aka Black America? What did y'all think? Y'all like Sam's new suit? Do you think Sam, with his superpower of being humanity, do you think he's going to be able to survive what's going on? How do y'all feel about Sabra? How do y'all feel about the Red Hulk? Giancarlo Esposito's mysterious villainous role? Please leave it down in the comments down below. That is it for me, my good people. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Like I say, memberships is open. Please join. Let's grow this community, man. Let's grow this community. I want to do some members only type stuff. I want to do giveaways. You know what I'm saying? I want to do all of that. So do that. If y'all want to support, y'all can hit the Cash App, $Bluminati. You can do all of that, man. Let's grow. Let's grow. Let's grow. Let's grow. So, like I said, I'm out, man. Appreciate y'all joining me. Until next time, fellas, ladies, all in between. Until next time. Peace. Yo, what's cracking, Rules House family? Hey, we come to the end of another great video. Hope you enjoyed our take on the latest in entertainment. Don't forget to hit that like button and share your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. We would love for you to join us. Remember, Rules House is your house. Until next time, stay tuned, stay dope. We out. Peace.